If you're planning on starting YouTube and you don't really have the equipment for it, this is probably the best DIY setup that I'm also using. Again, I'm kind of using like these stuff right now, but like this is how I would start over if I was going to start over. First off, I'm using this program. All right, so as you guys can see, this is the software right here. So all you got to do is just install this on your phone, and it should just have this sort of input, and you can just hook this up to OBS. As you can see, I have my thing hooked up to OBS, and this is exactly how I would record. And the next thing what you want to do is right here, you want to make sure you don't actually enable the audio input from your phone. Rather, you want to use something that's closer to your mouth. For instance, like right here, as you can see, I have my mic hooked up over here. So essentially, I'm speaking to my mic, and my phone's mic is not picking it up. So that's great because you don't want it to echo either. So you want to make sure both of them are separate as well. And you might want to go into filters or properties right here, and you want to just have this sort of setup. So that way you can, when you're in the editing process, you can just isolate the specific tracks that you don't actually need, right? So this is how I would personally start over. Again, I'm not saying you should have the best mic in the world or any of that. All you really need is just like a basic mic. You can just hook it up to OBS, and you can have this. Again, I'm using this tripod. I don't know if I can show you guys this, but I'll try to put a picture on the screen right now. Basically, that's the tripod that I'm using, and it's just my phone essentially. And it's a pretty good setup, especially if you're trying to just start off, and you don't need like a fancy computer for OBS settings. If you want the best OBS settings for low-end computers, I would leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. And apart from that, you just need this is all you really need, and from there you can just do whatever, right? You can just record, and that's just how you get started.